10 things millionaires know that broke people don't. A successful individual relaxes while overlooking a city skyline, symbolizing the millionaire's strategic approach to owning the board in the game of money. Most wealthy people aren't just lucky or born into money, they think and act differently. Becoming a millionaire is largely about mindset and habits, not just income. Below, we dive deep into 10 key things that millionaires understand and practice that those stuck in a broke mindset often don't. Each principle is backed by research or expert insights, showing that wealth building is a skill set you can cultivate. 1. Money is a game. Millionaires tend to treat making money like a game, a strategic challenge they love to win. Instead of viewing money with fear or as mere survival, they approach business and investing playfully, much like a game of Monopoly where the goal is to own the board. As self-made mogul Felix Dennis put it, if you cannot treat your quest to get rich as a game, you will never be rich. In other words, once basic needs are met, wealth can be pursued with a sense of adventure rather than life or death seriousness. This mindset means the wealthy are willing to learn the rules, finance, markets, negotiation, and then strategize to win. Crucially, they focus on making money work for them. The broke mindset says, I work for money, trading hours for dollars. Millionaires flip this around, money works for me. They deploy capital into investments and assets that generate more money, keeping the game going. By treating wealth building as a game, they stay engaged, competitive, and creative in finding opportunities. And like any game, they know you sometimes have to make calculated moves, even risks, to advance. Takeaway, learn the rules of money, then play to win. When you start treating finances as a manageable game rather than an unsolvable puzzle, you'll make decisions more strategically. 2. Your brain is your best investment. A wealthy man enjoys a book in his private library illustrating the millionaire habit of continuous learning and self-investment. Millionaires invest in self-education and skill building as diligently as others stockpile cash. As Warren Buffett says, investing in yourself is the best thing you can do. If you've maximized your talent, you've got a tremendous asset that can return tenfold. Unlike stocks or real estate, the returns on knowledge can be boundless, and no market crash or tax law can take your skills away. Wealthy individuals feed their brains with books, courses, podcasts, and mentors, knowing that knowledge compounds like interest over time. Studies show the majority dedicate significant time to learning. 85% of wealthy people read 2 or more educational or self-improvement books per month, compared to only 15% of poor individuals. Similarly, 88% of the wealthy read at least 30 minutes daily for self-education versus only 2% of those struggling financially. This focus on learning translates into real financial gains. New ideas, better strategies, sharper decision-making. By constantly upgrading their mindset and skills, the wealthy create a sort of personal monopoly, expertise, and mental agility that few others can compete with. Takeaway, swap some entertainment for learning. Over time, investments in your brain yield the highest ROI. 3. Saving pennies won't make you rich. Obsessing over coupons and cutting lattes won't by itself lead to lasting wealth. Frugality has its place, but millionaires know you can't save your way to millions without also growing your income and assets. There's a limit to how much you can trim expenses, but no limit to how much you can earn. Rather than focusing only on scraping together pennies, the rich put energy into big wins and expanding their financial pie. Research shows that millionaires don't just budget, they focus on raising their income and adding revenue streams. Cutting costs can prevent waste, but growing income is how you build wealth. Instead of clipping coupons for hours to save $5, a millionaire might spend that time figuring out how to make an extra $5,000 by launching a side business, acquiring a new skill, or investing in assets. Takeaway, avoid wasteful spending, but focus primarily on increasing earning capacity and channeling those funds into investments. Stop agonizing over $3 lattes and start strategizing on $30,000 decisions like career, business, and investments. 4. Time is more valuable than money. Millionaires firmly grasp that time is the ultimate limited resource. You can always make another dollar, but you can never reclaim a wasted hour. While the average person might trade time for money without much thought, the wealthy vigilantly guard their time and seek ways to buy time when possible. They delegate, automate, or eliminate low-value tasks, freeing hours for high-impact activities. Research suggests that prioritizing time over money correlates with greater well-being. People who buy free time by outsourcing chores or cutting back work hours report higher life satisfaction and lower stress. Billionaires and millionaires also structure their time differently. More hours on active pursuits like exercise, volunteering, and learning, and fewer on passive leisure like mindless TV. Takeaway, start viewing your time as your most valuable currency, outsource or automate low-value work, and prioritize activities that create long-term value. 5. Risk is a requirement. No risk, no reward. Millionaires know this cliche is true. They don't gamble blindly, but they are willing to take calculated risks in pursuit of goals. Research shows self-made millionaires score significantly higher on risk tolerance than the general population. They're comfortable with uncertainty and can make bold moves, like starting a company or investing in a venture, when they see opportunity. They also reframe failure as tuition for success. Many have failed at businesses or investments multiple times before finding success. Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx, famously celebrated failures at the dinner table, treating them as signs of effort. Takeaway, stop being so afraid of failure, take prudent, calculated risks, Invest, try new ventures, apply for bigger opportunities. Playing it too safe is the riskiest move of all. 6. Your circle is your future. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Millionaires take this seriously. Who you surround yourself with dramatically influences your mindset, behaviors, and success. Millionaires deliberately build networks of ambitious, positive, success-oriented people, knowing that environment drives evolution. Research shows that 86% of wealthy people associate with other successful or aspirational individuals, while the majority of those struggling financially surround themselves with negative or unmotivated peers. Takeaway: audit your circle. Seek mentors and peers who challenge you to grow. Limit exposure to consistently negative or discouraging influences. 7. Ownership over renting. Millionaires favor owning assets rather than renting or just consuming. The average broke person earns only from labor and rents much of their lifestyle, home, car, etc., paying owners. The wealthy accumulate equity, stocks, real estate, businesses, intellectual property, so money flows to them even while they sleep. Studies show millionaires typically have multiple income streams: dividends, rental income, royalties, capital gains, business profits, and interest. Takeaway: start small but start owning. Buy shares, contribute to retirement accounts, or launch a side business. Over time, assets grow and compound, creating wealth. 8. Selling is a superpower. The ability to sell, whether a product, an idea, or yourself, is an underrated superpower many millionaires possess. Selling isn't about pushy tactics. It's about persuasion, empathy, and communicating value. Every self-made wealthy person has had to sell, pitching investors, attracting customers, or negotiating deals. Patrick Bet-David notes that millionaires must persuade on multiple levels: family, investors, employees, customers. Without influence, you can't move forward. Takeaway: learn sales and persuasion. It's not about slick words, but about listening, framing value, and inspiring confidence. It's a skill anyone can develop. 9. Feelings don't pay the bills. Motivation ebbs and flows, but discipline delivers results. Millionaires have off days like anyone else, but they show up and stick to their habits regardless. Angela Duckworth's research on grit shows that passion and perseverance predict success more reliably than talent or IQ. Millionaires exemplify this. They keep pushing through setbacks, guided by routine and commitment rather than fleeting emotions. Build disciplined habits, act even when you don't feel like it. Success rewards consistency, not moods. 10. The long game wins. We live in a culture obsessed with quick wins, but millionaires know the long game is what truly builds wealth. They think in years and decades, not days and weeks. According to research, the majority of millionaires are self-made, and it takes them 20 to 30 years of focused effort to reach that status. They plan long-term, sacrifice short-term pleasures, and let compounding work in their favor. Takeaway: adopt patience and consistency. Set long-term goals, invest steadily, and avoid chasing get-rich-quick schemes. The long game isn't flashy, but it overwhelmingly wins. Conclusion: becoming wealthy isn't about luck, inheritance, or genius IQ. It's about mindset and habits. Millionaires think differently. They treat money as a game, invest in themselves, prioritize income and assets over penny pinching, guard their time, embrace risk, cultivate strong circles, focus on ownership, master persuasion, rely on discipline over feelings, and play the long game. The good news: you can start adopting this mindset long before you hit 7 figures. Implement these principles one by one, and over time you'll see your finances and opportunities grow. It may not be fast or easy, but it is achievable. The majority of millionaires are ordinary people who built wealth gradually through smart choices. By playing the long game and making consistent strategic moves, you can escape the broke mindset and build real freedom.